you prepared to tell me about your own faith so I can approach you from that angle? But if you're not sure about your own faith, then really we are neither here nor there. I don't know what I'm going to be discussing with you. So are you firm in your faith that there is a designer?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what is the evidence for that?
I don't really
How did you come to the conclusion there is a designer?
I don't really want to go into that because for me, right now, I'm not part of Islam and I've lived Islam.
I didn't say anything about Islam.
So
I'm saying
to
I'm saying your faith.
But I already believe in God, so the next step for you is to prove Islam. It doesn't matter whether...
Oh, you came to me to prove Islam to you?
Yes.
Why is that?
You don't want to convince that Islam is true?
No, I want to know why you wanted to prove that Islam is a fact. Why?
Why I want?
Yes.
That's a good question.
What is your definition of a designer?
Designer who designs his stuff, I believe. These things don't
So
just
do you
come
think
out.
it's an individual, it's a
Like
person?
an intelligent being?
So it's a being? It's a
Yeah.
living being? What do you know about this designer? Other than the fact that he created everything.
I guess he's powerful,
Right. You know that?
intelligent.
So you're actually defining God. You just don't want to say the term God. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean,
Why does it have some negative
it
connotation
can be
for you?
God, I guess. But when you say God, people think of like
Forget about other people.
religion.
Speak about yourself.
Yeah, God.
You have no issue with saying God?
No.
Okay, so let's say you believe in God, which you do actually, yeah? So what is it, did you say you were a Muslim before? So what made you leave Islam?
Personally,
How old were you when you were a Muslim, when you left? Roughly.
I started to have doubts when I'm in my late teens.
Okay, it's like nearly
Then in the
19,
process, I left.
20. Okay. And before you left, were you a practicing Muslim?
Yeah, I was.
You used to pray 5 times a day?
Not all the time, but I used to.
You used to pray regularly?
Most of the times, yeah.
Yeah?
Not all the times.
But you used to pray, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Most of the time.
5 times. Sometimes 4, not Fajr.
So do you know Surah Fatiha?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You want me to recite it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in ihdinas siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amen.
Do you know what it means?
I do because I've looked at the translation, but if you ask me now,
I mean, roughly, what do you think it means? So it's one of the 7. These 7 verses are basically, it's the Fatiha. It's called the beginning. So it's at the start of the Quran, which means it's quite important. So it's very prominent this because we recite it in every single rakat, every single prayer. Because you had been praying, you know this, yeah.
yeah.
So it has, in a word, it's basically like a summary of the
I know.
Quran in a way.
I've looked at the translation many times, but it's just not coming to my. But I do know some of it. It's like we only seek help from you, or
Yeah, that's one of the-
protect us.
So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen means you're praising Allah, that is Rahman and Rahim, that is the what do you say, the Maliki Yawmiddin. He's the King of the Day of Judgment. Yes, and He, Iyyaka na'budu, that is it is in you we believe, wa iyyaka nasta'in, and it is your help that we seek.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is quite an important, like I said, chapter of the Quran, which is called the Fatiha, the opening of the Quran. Now, if you read the Quran itself, yes, it gives you many different descriptions of Allah. It gives you what Allah is, what He expects of you. Yes. So, what did you? You must have gone through the Quran, obviously, because you were praying. So it's not just Fatiha, you know. I'm sure you prayed other parts of the Quran, but it's because you never looked into the meaning of them.
No, I do know the meaning.
So
But it's
did you
just-
read the Quran with tafsir, with the translations, or how did you read?
Translation, yeah. Turkish, English.
Okay. So in Turkish English, obviously you would understand from reading the translations what it means. So what is the objection you had that made you leave it?
Okay,
Leave
so
the
but it
deen.
was a process. So like evolution, I started to doubt,
Okay.
and then when I looked more into it, it didn't make sense. To
What
me.
didn't make sense? Give me something
For example,
specific.
like evolution, that's one.
So what about evolution?
Second, like I just don't believe.
What about
Don't get
evolution?
offended, but
No, I want to get what do you mean because
But
of
there's
evolution that you left?
like another reason where look, for example, the issue of like witnesses. Women, half of a woman is
Yeah.
sorry, 2 women make one man in witnessing.
Not in all witnesses.
Shahada time.
Not in all witnesses. only during the financial transaction. It's in Surah Al-Baqarah. So there are many witnesses where you don't require a man at all. Yes? Where only the women's testimony suffices.
Yeah, like breast milk.
Many things, yes. And also there are many things, for example, men are not allowed to wear gold, but women are allowed to wear gold. So you see, it's balanced. There is some things which are balanced. There are roles which women play, there are roles which men play. We believe in equity, not equality, in the sense, if you know what I mean. Yes, so equity is where everybody has their own role, and they are given the importance and the command of fulfilling that role. Yes, but then for the other gender, another role is given. For example, for a man, it is incumbent on him to feed his family, to look after his family. Yes, and not for the woman. So even the woman might be earning a lot. It's not obligatory for her, but it's obligatory for the man. So that's why I'm saying we believe in equity. Okay, so give me something else. What else? By the way, what about evolution? You didn't say it. What is it about evolution that you had anything to do with the Quran? Because the Quran doesn't describe evolution.
No.
So what is it you were talking about?
It's contradictory.
In what sense?
Look, do you want me to reply to the evidence?
Yeah, what is
Sorry,
the main thing
Sorry, the witness, do you want me to reply to it? Because
what about the witness? The two women to one
Make
man
one
witness?
man.
Yeah, but in a financial transaction, yeah? Not in everything. I don't know if you think, do you believe it's in everything? It's not in everything.
most things.
Give me another thing other than financial
Because, you know,
transaction.
the madhabs,
So now you're going to another topic.
no, it's related. The madhabs say that, for example, witnessing sunset, dawn, it requires more women.
Witnessing sunset?
Yeah, the witnessing of you need witnesses to let the community know that there's a sunset.
Why
so
would
that
we
they
want to
can-
know there's sunset? Everyone can see the sunset.
But the madhabs, they say that
I think
Some
you've got
women-
it confused with something else.
some women can't have witness. They can't.
What,
have
to see the
witness.
sunset?
Yeah. The madhabs.
What is the meaning of sunset? It's time for Maghrib.
Or Fajr, dawn. So
Even Fajr is time for Fajr prayers.
yeah.
And there's no sun during Fajr. There's
But you can
no sun during the Fajr.
Like the madhabs say that a woman can't be witness. Some say it can, but there needs to be two
I think
women
you have
to
got
be
something
one.
else confused. It has got nothing to do with the sun in the testimony.
Because I read it from Islamic books.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying if you read it, you did not read it from the true Islamic books, because when it comes to witnessing the sun, everyone can witness it. Okay? Give me
You don't
something
know-
that is a real reason you left Islam, but so far you haven't given me anything particular.
But
Or anything,
the
what do you
witness
say,
is
significant?
important Because I don't believe, maybe even if it's just financial transaction, any woman can witness a financial transaction. Why does there have to be two women? And the Quran says so that if one of them errs, the other one can remind them. I think that just demeans women. It's like as if they're not so intelligent as man.
No, it said nothing about intelligence.
What about if I said my wife was a witness and said to my wife, don't go there, don't go to witness?
Sorry?
If I said to one of the wife, it was my wife, okay, to two women, if one of the two women, it was my wife, okay, and they said to her, no, not go to witness, still that man, he have chance to the other one can witness for him. Is that make sense to you? How? How not?
Inshallah.
I don't.
Can I do that? Yes or no?
Because like, I'm
Can I do that? Yes or no?
I don't. Like for me, I
Oh.
don't understand why does it say if women err, the other one.
You
can
know the
remand it.
difference between shahada and ishhad? You know the difference between shahada and ishhad?
Ijtihad.
Shahada and
No,
ishhad.
let's make it easy for you. Okay,
I
so
do know Shahada.
the two women thing is like this. You know, have you ever given testimony in the court? No, it's not an easy thing. Okay, so normally men would go and give a testimony, yes, but women might need extra support. So when it's two women, they support each other. So it's nothing to do with the intelligence.
it says-
Wait. The ayah doesn't say anything about intelligence. So if you're making that assertion, then you have to provide the evidence. The ayah says if one
There's
errs.
hadiths that
So when you're scared, you can make mistakes, right? When you're scared, you can make mistakes. For example, even if men, when they go for a driving test, for example, or something, some of them get really nervous and they fail the test. But in the court of law, because this is a required thing, giving testimony is something which is obligatory if you know about it, yes, then this requirement, in fact, Allah makes it easy for the women, that if you take someone with you, that even if one is nervous, the other will actually console her and help her, not so that they won't make mistakes in their testimony. Because a testimony can make or break certain cases. And it can be a case in which you can put someone that you're giving testimony against into real danger if you give the false testimony or wrong testimony. So that's the reason for this.
So
It's
women
nothing to do with the intelligence. So what you
Women
just
are-
said is completely incorrect. Nothing to do with intelligence there. Okay, anything else?
You don't want to discuss this.
Give me a point that you can make that is from the Quran and not from your own, interpretation.
Yeah, but I mean, just the fact that it says,
I've just given you the reason, a rational reason why it can be in this way. Okay? Because you
Because
see
I think that-
listen, do you believe that there is going to, if you believe in God,
yeah,
then do you believe in the life after death?
no, unless there's proof for it. So.
Have you got proof for God?
For me, yeah.
What is the proof?
But I believe in my own beliefs.
What is your own belief?
Just to believe in a designer.
Yeah, but that's why. Where's the proof that there's a designer? Where's the proof?
I don't want to really go into that because
Why not? You want to go into the Quran, why don't you go into your own belief? Because that is the whole reason you came to me, to discuss your faith, right? Now you don't want to discuss your faith, why?
you want to convince Islam, don't you?
No, I'm not saying convinced. I'm saying, are you prepared to tell me about your own faith so I can approach you from that angle? But if you're not sure about your own faith, then really we are neither here nor there. I don't know what I'm going to be discussing with you. So are you firm in your faith that there is a designer?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what is the evidence for that?
I don't really,
How did you come to the conclusion there is a designer?
I don't really want to go into that because for me, right now, I'm not part of Islam and I've lived Islam.
I didn't say anything about Islam.
So
I'm saying
to
I'm saying your faith.
But I already believe in God, so the next step for you is to prove Islam. It doesn't matter whether...
Or you came to me to prove Islam to you.
Yeah.
Why is that?
You don't want to convince that Islam is true.
No, I want to know why you wanted to prove that Islam is a fact. Why?
Why I want?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Because when you come and ask somebody a question, you obviously have some reason to ask that question. Because you see that lady who became a Muslim just now, mashallah, alhamdulillah, she came with sincerity. She came here with
Sincerity.
no, I can't judge.
I
I
genuinely
can't judge
believe that.
anybody's sincerity.
I
But
genuinely
because her
believe
questions,
Islam says women are-
her questions were genuine in the sense that she was asking for a way to answer certain questions which were genuine. For example, if I asked you, you believe in God, you will say, yes, am I right?
Yeah.
But then if I ask you, do you believe in life after death? You're saying, no, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that? What if there is a life after death? What have you done to prepare for it?
If there is a life after death, you should prove it.
No, just like you would have to prove for God. You see what I mean? You don't want to discuss that. Then I want to
really
know.
mind if you want to believe in God or not.
Say again?
Because I don't really mind if you want to believe in God or not. It's up to you.
It's up to you as well, then.
But you would want me to believe in Islam, wouldn't you?
I would want the whole world to believe in Islam, but
then
Allah
it's-
tells us this
it's
is not
incumbent
something.
upon you to convince
No.
Islam.
If you are asking me a question, then I'll answer your question. Hidayah, guidance is up to Allah. Yes?
But it's up to you also to give dawah.
Yeah, I can give you a message, but if you are reluctant to answer my questions, for example, if I asked you about life after death, you said you don't believe in it, you need proof for it. Now, what proof will satisfy you that there is a life after death? Do you want the dead to come back to life and tell you this? Then you'll tell me this guy was never dead in the first place. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because according to your belief, dead people do not come back to life. Am I right?
There's no proof for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, do you believe dead people can come back to life? No,
Unless
they
there's
can't.
proof for it.
Okay, so when you say proof, do you need some sort of, I don't know, physical proof?
No, like if you prove to me Prophet Muhammad is a proof, I'm sorry, if his message is the truth and you give evidences for it, and then it doesn't contradict my other beliefs like evolution, these kind of stuff, then it would be convincing for me. Because for
Are you
example-
convinced by evolution, by the way?
Yeah.
Are you convinced? You have proof for it?
Yeah.
Where's the missing links?
So for me, for example,
Where are the missing links?
but you asked me why I believe in evolution because, for example, Adam, he had no ancestor, right? According to Islam, he had no ancestor.
No, he didn't.
And he came out of the earth, right?
No, he was created.
Yeah, created. Sorry,
But
created.
instead of you asking me,
Created from
instead of you asking me how Adam was created, I'm asking you what is the physical evidence you have for evolution?
Yeah, I'm getting into
No, but you
because-
don't get, without getting into religion, based on your belief only.
Yeah, I am because If I believe in evolution, I can't really believe in Islam.
Fair enough. So tell me about
That's
evolution.
what I'm saying.
Okay, where is your
It
where
has
is
to
your
be-
where is your physical evidence that evolution happens?
I'll get into it, but I'm saying
Without getting into religion, just tell me that.
I can't
Why you can't?
because it's contradictory. So if I believe in evolution,
Exactly. So if it's contradictory,
I can't believe in Islam or Christianity
If
or
it's
Judaism.
contradictory, don't bring religion in. Just tell me based on your understanding that evolution is fact. It's an absolute fact which science will not change tomorrow. Go on, prove it to me. Because that is unscientific actually. If you believe that evolution is a fact, in the sense that Darwinian evolution is a fact, yes? You know there are many models of evolution. Which one do you believe in?
But I'll get into why I believe in evolution. For example, Adam had no ancestors.
No, forget Adam.
I have to
No, no,
get
no.
into
Get
it.
into your
because evolution contradicts Islam, Judaism.
If it contradicts,
Then I can't
if it
believe in
contradicts,
Islam.
no, wait. If it
You
contradicts,
have to also
don't bring
let
it
me-
in.
You have to let me finish.
No,
as
no,
well.
don't bring Adam in because you don't believe in Adam being created by God, do you? Do you?
Because it contradicts evolution.
Do you believe Adam being created by God?
No.
So why are you bringing that into evolution then?
Because it
Once again,
contradicts-
can you define evolution too? Just define the term evolution. Go on.
I'll tell you why I believe.
No, no, no. Forget about Adam.
You're not letting me finish.
Yes, I will. If you answer
not
my
letting me
no,
finish.
answer
I'm
the
trying
question.
to explain
No,
why it
answer the question that I asked, not something else.
Hello, let me finish.
Okay, can you answer the question I
No,
asked,
let
or
me finish.
otherwise we'll stop you?
You're not even letting me
Can
talk.
Are you going to answer? We'll stop you.
Shall I explain why I believe
No,
in
without
evolution?
you answering something other
You're
than
not
evolution.
letting me
I
finish.
will let you finish.
Okay,
As long
so
as
let me talk.
hold on, I'll let you finish. As long as
And I can answer
can I
however
ask
want.
the question without
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
interrupting?
I can answer however I want.
Yeah, the way you want. But if you're going to define evolution with Adam and Eve, then you don't know what evolution is.
Because evolution contradicts Adam.
So don't bring Adam and Eve in. That's all I'm saying.
But it
Once
does-
again, define evolution.
Let me answer however I want.
Yeah, without bringing Adam and Eve in. Define evolution.
Well, I can.
If you bring Adam and Eve, I walk.
Why?
Akhi, you
Because-
keep running away from things. You keep running away from
Are you one of them? Are you guys together?
I'm not what I
Okay, good.
So
So
what if
stop
I bring
interrupting
Adam
then.
and
You
Eve?
keep running away.
You're not even
If
letting
you're
me
going to
talk.
define evolution with
You're not
Adam and
letting me
Eve, then you
talk.
don't know what's
You're
evolution.
not letting me talk.
Okay. Once again, can you
I
define
can
can
bring
you define
Adam and Eve if I
evolution
want to.
without bringing Adam and Eve in? Can you do that or not?
Why? Why is that?
Salam alaikum. Wa salam.
Look, he would run away.
Because you know, at the end of the day, if they don't, or you as well,
And you won't let
if
me
they don't
talk
want
the
to
way I
do,
want.
answer the question that's specifically
We want to
asked.
answer however we want.
Can I finish? You're finished now.
But you didn't even let
Doesn't
me
matter.
talk.
I don't want to talk now. If you're going to answer my question, very simple question.
Because I can
What is the
answer however
definition
I
of
want.
evolution? Why would you bring Adam and Eve in?
Because it contradicts religion.
So don't bring a contradictory definition.
That's why I can't believe in it. If
So
it's
don't bring a
theoretical.
contradictory definition.
Why not?
If I ask you evolution, why you bringing?
Can I believe in
It is like
Adam
me
and
saying.
Eve
It is like
if I
me
believe in
saying.
evolution?
It's like me saying, the sun rises in the east, and then you say no, but the west is this. We've already made a clear distinction between the east and the west. Yes. Then why are you talking about west when we are talking about the sun rising in the east? Doesn't make sense. Anyway,
Okay,
take care.
can you not run away for once, please?
I'm walking
Just for
away
once.
from the guy who
No.
doesn't answer my question either.
Don't run away.
Will you answer my question
I
without?
will answer, but I'm trying to show you something.
No, will you answer my question without you changing the topic? So you're just like him?
I will if you.
Okay, then I walk away from you.
If you promise to read this.
I don't promise anything.